Top 10 Best Movies on Amazon Prime. Most people have a pretty good idea. As you are watching this, you probably already have names popping into your head, but we have gathered a list of top 10 best Amazon Prime movies 2019. There has been a huge fluctuation in the next few years. These are the top 10 best Amazon Prime movies 2019. Welcome to Mind, Body, Health and Life, where the people comes to get inspired. If you are not subscribed yet, you are missing out. Number 10. Mission Impossible Fallout. Mission Impossible Fallout was released in 2018. Written, co-produced and directed by Christopher McQuarrie, the film is the sixth installment in the Mission Impossible film series, and was initially announced November 2015. Some of the cast includes Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson, Sean Harris, Michelle Monaghan and Alec Baldwin. The film grossed over $791 million worldwide, against a production budget of $178 million, and holds a firm 97% approval rating based on 415 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 9. The Talented Mr. Ripley. The Talented Mr. Ripley is an American psychological thriller movie released in 1999. It was written and directed by Anthony Minghella and has been adapted from the 1995 novel of the same name by Patricia Highsmith. The film stars Matt Damon, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, Cate Blanchett and Philip Seymour Hoffman. It tells the story of a young underachieving man that's sent to Italy to pick up a millionaire and his girlfriend. However, things soon change for the worse when his duty fails and the young man takes extreme measures. The film received positive reviews overall and has a current approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 83% based on 132 reviews. Number 8. Almost Famous. Film Almost Famous is an American comedy drama released in 2000. It follows a teenage journalist in the early 1970s that's writing for Rolling Stone magazine and his continuous effort to get his first cover story published, whilst touring with the fictitious rock band Stillwater. The film was written and directed by Cameron Crowe and stars Billy Crudup, Frances McDermott, Kate Hudson and Patrick Fugit. It was nominated for several Academy Awards, winning Best Original Screenplay. So far, Almost Famous has grossed $47.1 million worldwide and has a current Rotten Tomatoes approval rating of 89% based on 166 reviews. Number 7. Midsommar. Film Midsommar is a 2019 folk horror movie that follows a group of friends who travel to Sweden to attend a music festival, but quickly find themselves becoming the victims of a pagan cult. The film was written and directed by Ari Aster and stars Florence Pugh, Jack Rayner, William Jackson Harper, Wilhelm Blomgren and Will Poulter. It received positive reviews from critics, with praise going to Aster's direction and Pugh's performance, and has now grossed over $41 million at the box office. Midsommar has a current rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 83% based on 364 reviews. Number 6. The Report. Written and directed by Scott Z. Burns, The Report follows the Senate Intelligence Committee as they try and uncover how the CIA tortured people after the 11th of September attacks. It stars Adam Driver, Annette Bening, Ted Levine, Michael C. Hall, Tim Blake Nelson, Corey Stoll, Maura Tierney and John Hamm. The report premiered at the 2019 Sundance Film Festival and was available to stream on Amazon Prime on the 29th of November 2019. As it stands, the report has an 83% rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on 202 reviews. Number 5. A Quiet Place. The fifth best Amazon Prime movie is A Quiet Place. It's an American science fiction horror film directed by John Krasinski and stars Emily Blunt, Krasinski, Millicent Simmons and Noah Jupe. The film follows a family that's trying to survive in a new world that's inhabited by blind creatures with an extreme sense of hearing. A Quiet Place premiered at South by Southwest on March 2018 and was released to the public of the United States in April 2018. It was hugely successful and gained a lot of praise from critics for its acting, sound design, atmosphere and direction. The film grossed over $340 million worldwide and has a current approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 95% based on 364 reviews. Number 4. Nightcrawler. The film was written and directed by Dan Gilroy and stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, Riz Ahmed and Bill Paxton. It follows Luce Bloom, Jake Gyllenhaal, as he combs the streets of Los Angeles at night looking to capture the latest violent events on film to sell to local television news stations. Night premiered at the 2014 Toronto International Film Festival and grossed $50.3 million worldwide. To date, it has a 95% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on 247 reviews. Number 3. The Souvenir. Coming in at number 3 on our list of the best Amazon Prime movies is The Souvenir. The film was written and directed by Joanna Hogg and stars Swinton Byrne, Tom Burke and Tilda Swinton. It's a semi-fictional version of what happened to Hogg at film school and her increasingly destructive relationship with an older man that encourages her ambition. The Souvenir premiered at the 2019 Sundance Film Festival and has a 90% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, based on 157 reviews. Number 2. The Terminator. The Terminator is a classic American science fiction film, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and directed by James Cameron, released in the year 1984. The film is about a cyborg that's sent back from the future to kill Sarah Connor before her son can lead the resistance against the machines in a post-apocalyptic future. The Terminator was wildly successful and opened the door to a franchise of several sequels, video games, a television series, comic books and novels. After topping the US box office for 2 weeks, and grossing over $78 million worldwide, The Terminator was selected by the Library of Congress for preservation in the National Film Registry, as it was deemed culturally, historically and aesthetically significant. Rotten Tomatoes reports an approval rating of 100%, based on 67 reviews. Number 1. The Last Black Man in San Francisco. The best Amazon Prime movie right now is The Last Black Man in San Francisco. It's a 2019 American drama film, directed and produced by Joe Talbot, that tells the story of an African-American man who tries to reclaim his childhood home. However, following gentrification, the Victorian house is now worth $4 million. The film stars Jonathan Majors, Danny Glover, Tashina Arnold, Rob Morgan, Mike Epps and Finn Wittrock. The Last Black Man in San Francisco made its debut at the 2019 Sundance Film Festival, where it won an award for Best Directing. It holds a current approval Rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 93% based on 186 reviews and has grossed over $4.3 million worldwide to date. We hope you enjoyed it. Which movie you liked the most and which one you wanted to watch again and again? Leave a comment below. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure you liked and subscribed our channel. You never miss another videos. We will be back. Until then, stay connected with us.